Hello, welcome to another installment of Move Online. So we have someone new today to add to the mix. Susan B, that's right. Amy, not as new, you've probably seen her before, but we got a little Susan B action here. Okay, so today we're gonna do I'm calling it Stretchy Stretch. We're just gonna stretch out. We are going to chill out. Stretches from dance, stretches from yoga, stretches from life. All right, let's get this party started. So we're gonna find a comfortable seated position. You'll probably just need a mat. If you have a yoga block and you know that you use them for your practice, go for it and grab a block. You could also grab some pillows or anything like that, blankets, stuff like that, just to have, especially the first time that you do this video, just so that you know next time, you'll bring that when you do this video. You might need some stuff to prop yourself up just to be comfortable. All right. We'll roll the shoulders up by the ears, back and down, and we'll close the eyes. Taking a moment, not asking anything from yourself at all, just sensing what it feels like to be in your body today. Noticing. No judgment at all. And with our life changing so quickly right now, with things being so different on the daily, we do know that we have this one place, this one familiar place that we can come to. We've been working our body, our mind, we've been training ourselves to be able to find this sense of coming home, this sense of connecting to source, this sense of being in the moment. We've been training ourselves through our practice to find that. And now more than ever, we need to use all of that stuff that we've learned, all of those things, and just sit with it, find it, and to take the time for you. You deserve it. The time is now. Nowhere else to be right now except for right here. Feeling you inside your body. Deep breath in. Let it go. Exhale, release. And do it again. Deep breath in. New energy, new life, new prana. Exhale, let it go. Anything that's not serving you right now, let it go. Do it again. Breathe it in. Let it go. Last time. This time, let's keep the lips closed. Let's place one hand on our heart and one hand on our belly. Keep the lips closed and just keep breathing. Feeling the body expand and contract underneath your hands. Just you sitting here, breathing. Let it go. Take the hands down by the thighs, on top of the thighs, and tuck the chin down towards the chest. Roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. Lift up the right hand and place it at the left side of the head and just draw that ear down. Take your left hand and reach it down and out. Take a humongous breath in. Inhale. Take the ear closer towards your shoulder and reach the hand out further towards the floor. One more like that. Inhale. Release your hand down, tuck the chin down towards the chest, and roll that left ear towards the left shoulder. Lift up that left hand and place it at the right side of the head, and draw that elbow down. Take your right hand and reach it down and out towards the floor. Take a huge breath in. Inhale, and then exhale. Take that ear down towards the shoulder and reach your left hand a little further. Release the hand down, chin to the chest, and start to forward fold, sliding your fingertips all the way forward towards the short edge of the mat in front of you. Let your head drop down. Take a huge breath in, opening up the backs of the ribs. Inhale. And then exhale, slide those hands just a little bit further forward. Awesome. You want to feel the sit bones anchor down into the floor, and you want to feel those fingertips reaching further forward. 2 more breaths like that. Deep breath in, and slide those hands just a little further forward. And last time, for good measure, inhale, and slide those hands just a little bit further forward. Walk the hands to the right, and take the left hand and place it on top of the right hand. That left knee, the left sit bone are going to press down towards the floor as you open up the left rib cage. Inhale, and soften just a little bit more. And then let's start to walk those hands over towards the left. Anchoring the right side down, pressing the right sit bone down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Inhale, and reach that right hand a little bit more, anchoring that right side down towards the floor a little bit extra. And coming back into center. Round the low back and start to roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Sweep the feet forward and the hands up into the air. Extend and lift to reach. Press down through the sit bones and reach those hands even higher. Imagine that there's something that you really want that's just out of reach of those hands, and you're going to keep reaching to go and get it. Extend, extend, extend. Interlace the fingers and then push the palms up towards the sky. The shoulders are up by the ears. Open, 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 and then draw the shoulders down. Tuck the chin down towards the chest. Take a deep breath in. Take the chin a little bit further down and the hands just a little bit further back. Inhale. Take the chin down a little bit more and take the hands a little bit further back. Those elbows are straight. The chest is pouring forward. Those heels are pouring forward, and the hands are reaching back. Shoulders are opening up. Place the hands at the base of the skull, opening up those elbows. Start to look up towards the sky, opening up the elbows, opening up the heart, opening up those armpits. Shoulder blades move towards each other, sliding that breastbone forward just a little bit more for 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the chin down towards the chest. The elbows are beside the eyes, and bring that chin down, pulling that head down, chin to the chest. Huge breath in. Inhale. Exhale, stay with it. One more time like that. Inhale. Keep your hands at the base of the skull, elbows in, and start to forward fold down. Exactly. So now we're really feeling a stretch at the back of the neck, all down that spine, and maybe even towards the backs of the legs. Deep breath in, Soften just a little bit more, just a little bit deeper. One more like that, inhale. And then just let your arms soften down, palms facing up, let it go. Deep breath in, just let gravity do its thing. No judgment on yourself at all. Meeting yourself where it's at today. Don't worry about 3 weeks ago when we were in the studio and your nose was past your knees down on the floor. Don't even worry about that. You know that we're gonna get there again together. So we're just gonna meet our body where it's at today, because that's awesome for today. We're rocking it out today. Start to slide your hands back, bend your knees, open up the shoulders, and open up that heart for 3. Lift up the bum for 2 and 1. That's it. Let the bum go down. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. That's a low commitment pose there. Slide the forehead down towards those toes. Interlace your fingers and put them at the baby toe side of the feet. Bend the elbows and put the forehead down towards those toes. Feel like the spine is curving and rounding. We're really putting a lot of space between the vertebrae here, opening up our back body and softening in our front and letting go and surrendering a little bit in the front. Deep breath in, open up the back ribs. Don't let your body lift up. And then exhale, soften a little bit deeper and down into it. 2 more like that. Last one for good measure. And slowly start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll back on your sit bones a little bit, cross your legs, roll over the shins, and again, coming into all 4s. Spread the fingers wide, right underneath that shoulder joint, and curl your toes under. Start to move through the spine, through cat-cow, pressing down through the knees, pressing down through those hands, and feeling each vertebrae moving slowly through the spine. Starting to sense the breath moving the body moving the breath. Start to sense where this movement starts and how the body starts to follow through. It's like a dance. When you find those places that are a little bit sticky, a little bit more, stuck, or even places that you're not really feeling a lot of sensation at all, take your time through those places. Sit with it. Stay and hold. Nobody needs to be doing this at the same time as anybody else. This is all just you working through your spine. Noticing, tuning in. We're just going to go through a couple more cycles like this. And again, of course, we can do lateral movements. You can do circular movements with the spine, oiling up the machine. All right, let's move into our puppy stretch. We're going to take the hands all the way forward towards the front of the mat. The bum stays on top of the knees, and then start to melt the heart down towards the floor. And as you can see here, it's very much an upper back bend. So the heart's melting down, that upper back is really surrendering down towards the floor, and we start to really feel our shoulders melt in towards the back. The small of the back is stretching, the bum is reaching up towards the floor. We're just gonna take 2 more breaths here. When you breathe in this stretch, really open up the lungs and feel the heart opening. And then exhale, notice how you soften even more when you let go. Let's go 1 more like that. Inhale, open up, go through that discomfort of the inhale, that tightness of the inhale, and then let it go and soften just a little bit more. Super, super. Let's start to bring the bum down towards the heels. The knees are gonna stay together, so we're moving into a child's pose. We're kind of stuck in that puppy stretch. We're not gonna stay here long. Take the hands and interlace the fingers at the small of the back. We're going through all the animals here. We're gonna move into rabbit, variation on rabbit's pose. Tap the chin right into the chest and put the very top of the head onto the ground. So see this tiny, tiny little shape that we're making here? Start to roll your shoulder blades towards each other and then lift the hands up into the air. Wow, so good. Press the top of the head into the floor and lift the bum away from the heels. That's it, exactly. So the tail's lifting up, those hands are reaching forward. See if you can press down a little bit more into the top of the head and lift that bum just a little bit higher. Now, breathe huge. 1 more. Let the bum sink down towards those heels. Place the hands down towards your back. Release the fingers. Take the hands forward. Palms facing down. Separate the knees. Let your belly fall between those thighs and sink down. Feel that crease at the front of the hips get a little bit greater. If you want to change the placement of the hands into whatever feels comfortable, please feel free to do that. This is your yoga. This is your practice. This is about you. Take a deep breath into the back body. When you exhale, imagine the front of the hips softening and the body just melting a little bit more down towards the floor. Let's go one more time like that. Cool, slide your knees in just a little bit more and move forward into all fours. From here, your right hand is going to move forward. Your thumb is going to point up and your pinky finger points down and your left leg goes back. It looks like we got some costume changes going on here. So come down into all fours once again. The right arm is going to go forward. The thumb points up, pinky points down, and the left leg goes back. The toes point down and the heel points up. And look at these awesome square hips. So that the hip pointers are pointing down into the basement, just like headlights in a car that are driving right down into the floor. Take a deep breath in. Feel your fingertips reaching further forward and feel that heel reaching way, way, way back. Even more, even more, even more. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, expand this shape, and then exhale, reach even more, even more, even more. One more time, inhale. Exhale, expand through, reach even more. You're gonna float your right hand down to the floor. That left foot stays up. Right hand to the floor. Pull that left knee into the forehead, all the way and scoop it in. Now hold there. Pull it up a little bit more. Feel everything, the core firing up. Lift your left knee a little bit higher and you're gonna float your left foot up, cross your left foot over top of your right thigh, and then sit back on your bum and open up your foot so that that bum sits right in. Good. Take your hands to heart center. Perfect. Sweep the hands up into the air. Inhale. Turn the palms and start to move into a forward fold all the way down. Perfect. So that left foot, the left leg is crossed over your right. Your knees are working to be stacked on top of each other. Let's take our arms out to the sides, the fingertips pointing down, and the head is dropped. We're not worried about what this looks like. We're not worried about how far we're getting down. That is not important. What is important is that you are on your mat right now, moving your body and stretching your body. That is it. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It just matters what it feels like to you. So we're gonna breathe into this and just dive into the sensation. It's interesting. We're feeling our body. We walk around the world just completely desensitized to everything, don't we? I know I do. So it's beautiful to take these moments, to take this time to just really feel what it feels like to be you inside that body. Be curious about the mechanics. Be curious about what it feels like in each movement. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. So our left leg is crossed over our right. We're gonna move our body just slightly towards the corner of our mat as our left foot slides on top of our right knee and our left knee is on top of our right foot. Fire log pose. We are slightly facing the corner. Take the hands behind you. Inhale, puff up the chest. It's like you're looking off of a cliff. Let's come forward a little bit more. Stick that bum out. Let's come forward just a little bit more. Stick that bum out. Take the hands in front of you. Oh boy. Drop that head down and let it go in fire log pose. So that left hip, the outside of that hip is really stretching out, really opening up. And again, no judgment. Don't even worry about what it looks like, only worry about what it feels like to you. Take a deep breath into the backs of the ribs. Notice how much movement you can put into the back ribs when you breathe. Can you really start to feel an opening there? And then what happens if you just soften, let everything go when you exhale? It's sort of scary to let your body go, to let your body surrender to gravity. We have this sense of holding on, gripping, holding on to something, holding on to tension, holding on to everything. Don't let go, what'll happen? Well, let's see, we're safe here. You're safe in your own home, you're safe in the space, in the studio. So you're safe here to just see what happens if you just let it go. Start to roll the body up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Woo! Take the arms out towards the side. My left leg is gonna lift up. My left leg is going all the way behind my body. Cool. We're gonna start to twist towards the left. The right arm is gonna cross over my body. I'm gonna look towards my left hand. Twist, 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 twist. Now sweep the other way. The left arm is gonna reach all the way forward towards the corner. That's it. Do it again. Back. So you're kind of rolling that hip. The upper back is starting to move. And again, doesn't matter what it looks like. We're just moving our body. That is all. And come on forward. The goal is to be able to have mobility without too much pain, right, team? And reach that left arm forward. So, check it out. I'm gonna stay on my bum. I'm gonna move my knees up, my feet are gonna stay planted, and I'm gonna switch over to the other side. So the feet don't move, okay? Keep your feet where they are, and we're gonna lift our knees up to the sky, boop, and switch. Woo! 2 more times. It gets easier. Interesting, hey? Gotta love your functional movement. And pull it up, suck that belly in. And reach. All right, so here's where you might want to have a pillow. We're gonna go onto our back and start to roll down. Come down onto your right elbow first, and then maybe you just stay here. I sometimes like to just come down on my elbow and just give my left leg a little bit of a massage. If you want to go down on to your left elbow as well, maybe you come all the way down. Maybe you have a pillow or something that you can place underneath your back and just let that heart open and give yourself a little bit of support. Perhaps you're just staying up here on your hands. Perhaps we're staying completely upright. Whatever you're doing, it's awesome. Huge breath in. That left leg is really starting to open up. Really feeling the left front of thigh. We're only here for 2 more breaths. Last one for good measure. Looking over towards the right shoulder. Take your left hand towards your heart and then slide your left hand towards your right hand as you push your body up. Awesome. Now notice that your right leg is forward and your left leg is back. We would be able to move right into pigeon now, wouldn't we? Let's take those arms forward, lift up the hips, and send your left leg all the way back. Place your elbows down to the floor, stack up your fists, or even still, you could take that bolster or that pillow, whatever you have, bring that down, whatever works for you. We're gonna stay in pigeon for a little while. We're gonna let that body take the time that it needs to surrender. Everybody has a different sort of time limit on that. Some of us, it takes a while for our bodies to let go. And there ain't no shame in that, right? Like some of us have injuries. Some of us have trauma that we're holding in our body. We have lots of reasons that we can hold on to the things that we hold on to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the reasons are. It doesn't matter any of that. What matters is that you're here, you're doing it. You're doing the thing. You're taking the steps that you need to do in order to be able to let your body heal, let your body let go, and let your body come back to that sort of natural state of freedom. And really, I don't know about, you guys, but as we're aging, things are getting a little bit tighter, aren't they? I mean, my body's definitely not the same in my 40s as it was in my 30s, as it was in my 20s, and I imagine that that's gonna keep going in that same way if we don't nip it in the bud. What are we doing right now? We're nipping it in the bud. We're preparing our body to age gracefully. We want to be able to do simple things like brush our hair when we're 85. We want to be able to put on and take off our clothing without assistance when we're 85. And you know what, us movers, we're going to be able to do that easy peasy. Last deep breath here. And we're going to start to roll the body up, and there we are. So we're going to be shifting. Now Susan is facing a different direction here than Amy, and we did that on purpose just in case you guys are facing in whatever directions they are, so you can follow whoever it is that you are following. So we're going to sit back on that right hip and turn towards the left. Keep that left leg straight and rotate the heel up. Perfect. Oh, so you'd be facing this way. Your foot's going to be over there. Yeah. So you went like this. Okay. Cool. Take your right hand, lift it up into the air, right hand up. Take your left hand towards your left big toe. Up and over. Deep breath in. Open up and stretch that left rib even further, even further, even further, even further. Start to take your nose down towards the floor. Reach your fingertips forward. Slide the hands forward. Your right hand is going to follow. You're going all the way forward, all the way forward. Take your left hand back and then lift up your hips to the sky. Lift it up. Good. Beautiful. Stay here for just a moment. So what you just did, you're going to reverse the same way. Put the bum down on the floor. Slide your left hand forward, even more, even more, even more. And then reach towards the foot and then open up that right arm up and over. Good. Stay there for a moment. You're going to do that 3 more times. And every time that you do that, your circle in front of you is going to get bigger. Here we go. Take that hand, bring it down, reach it further, further, slower, 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 slower. Feel every movement. Lift up those hips. Open up. Beautiful, you guys. Holy smokes. And bring it down. See if you can go a little further forward, sit the bum down, and then stretch and open up the ribs. Cool. Let's go 2 more, just like that. Drop that head down. Reach it up. Lifty, 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 lifty. Good. And bring it on down. Further, 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 even further forward than ever before. Yes. And over. It feels good. Hey, guys. And bring it. They didn't answer me. And lift up the hips. I'm just going to go with a solid yes on that. And bring it on down and around and over towards the left. Staying here over towards the left. Beautiful. Right arm up and over. That's it. So you can see the right ribs are really, really opening. Breathing into the right side body. Inhale. Reach that right hand just a little bit more. We've got 1 more breath like that. Deep breath in and reach that right hand just a little bit more. We're going to lift up, standing tall, arms open to the sides. Take your right foot and place it right into the inner thigh of the left leg. The right foot goes onto the inner thigh of the left leg. Take your arms up into the air, inhale, and then stretch all the way forward towards that left leg. All the way forward. Opening up the back ribs, deep breath in, drop the head down, exhale, soften. You've got 2 more, deep breath like this. Let's make them count. Inhale, huge. Exhale, let it go. You have 1 more, just like that. Inhale. And all right, lifting your body up. Take your left foot, that's the one straight in front of you, and cross it over for a big twist. So cross that leg over the right knee. Yeah, lift your right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Twist towards the left and plug your right tricep on the outside of your left knee. Take your left hand behind you. Push down through the left hand. Lift your body higher. Inhale, and then exhale, twist like you're in the Exorcist movie. Deep breath in, press the sit bones down, get a little taller, suck your belly in, and then exhale, twist just a little further. Nice, look at that. Holy smokes, you guys are twisted. One more time like that, deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Even more, even more, even more. Beauty. Look towards the right shoulder, unwind, and come back into center. Place your right hand on the floor, lift up your left leg, and place your left foot on top of your right foot, like a mermaid. Left foot on top of right foot. The right hand is up. Oh, you guys should have stayed exactly how you were, but that's okay. And we're gonna tip up and over. Yeah. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Lifting back up. Guess what, team? We have the other side. We're ready to flip over to the other side. So bring your hands forward, curl your toes under, and let's reset with a cat-cow. Zip up the belly and curve through the spine and working through. Susan, did you switch sides? Like, was your head this way to start last time? Can you do that? So then you'll face the front this time, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, sweet. Awesome. So again, moving through this cat-cow in whatever way feels right for your body. It probably feels a little bit different. This is a cool thing to notice, right? Because that's what the practice is all about, to me anyways, and of course we teach from experience, so that's how I experience things, therefore I teach things, meaning that it's all about the digging in, feeling, noticing, paying attention, feeling the body. This cat-cow feels different than the last cat-cow. Our body's a little bit looser, we're totally uneven, which is interesting to feel, right? All right, cool. So let's work the other side. So that left arm is gonna go forward now, left arm forward. The thumb points up to the ceiling and the pinky finger points down. Take the right leg and move it way back towards that back wall. Take a deep breath in, push down through that right hand, extend the left arm further forward, and that right leg goes further back, extend it out, reach it out, reach it out. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, expand. Last one, inhale. Exhale, expand. Take your left hand down towards the floor, beauty. Pull the right knee into your forehead, scoop it in, further, further, further. We're here for 2 breaths. Inhale, a little higher. 1 more, inhale, lift it a little higher. Cross that right leg over top of the left thigh. Take your left foot and move it to the back right corner of the mat, and then set your bum in between the feet. That's a little bit tricky. A little fancy, but whatever, we're getting there. And if that was weird, take that the right leg and cross it over that left thigh. Take the hands to heart center. The knees are working to be on top, like the right knee on top of the left knee. If we don't get there today, that's super fine. That's pretty tricky to do. Take the hands up into the air, turn the palms, and then push. As you forward fold, place the fingertips down towards the floor at the sides, drop your head down and let it go. Breathing deep into those back ribs, opening up the back body. Inhale, and then exhale, soften a little bit deeper into it. Huge breath in, open up those ribs, and let go just a little bit more. So digging in, where is the body restricting you a little bit here? And everybody's answer is gonna be a little different. For me, it's always the low back, because that's where I have my injuries. For some of you, it's gonna be in the hips. For some of you, it's your upper back. Some of you, it's the thighs. Whatever, just notice, without any judgment, because there's no judgment to be had about that. It's your body, it's your instrument, it's beautiful no matter what. Last breath, lifting your body up, and we're going to move slightly over towards the right corner of your mat, the right corner, as your right foot slides across the leg, so the right foot goes on top of the left knee, and your right knee goes on top of the left foot, and we're pressing down that right knee. Place your hands behind you, lift up your chest, and it's like you're looking off that cliff. Forward, forward, stick your bum out. Woo! Sorry. We're meeting our body where it's at today. Take the arms in front of you and let it go. I mean, who doesn't love a pan flute? But I'm just gonna, you know. I didn't like that song. I haven't left you. Cool. I'm back. Start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. All right. So, the part that you love. We're gonna take our arms out, lift up the right leg and slide it back. This is where that Pilates is coming in handy, right? Yeah, moving that body from your center. Start to twist the upper body, that left arm slides across, and then the right hand reaches forward towards the left corner of your mat. Move your upper body. The arms are just coming along for the ride. And then move your right rib forward. Your right arm follows. 2 more. Right rib comes back. Right rib, right hip comes forward. Right bum drops down. Right bum lifts up. Here we go. Keep your feet on the ground, lifting up, suck your belly in, and then switch over to the other side. And lifting up, and switch. It's better, right, than the first time? These guys are not talking to me today. I don't know if it's something I said or I don't know. I'm just kidding. This happens all the time. Okay, so from here, we're going to move into our pigeon, right? Let's take that right leg back. Roll those hips forward. You can grab that prop. I'm just going to go back now. Hold on. Sit back. Bend your knee. Go back. I lied. Come back on your left elbow. So here we are. Knees are bent. And then, of course, you can stay here, giving your right leg a little bit of a massage. If you want to take your right elbow down, maybe you come down all the way. Maybe you have that bolster or that pillow that's going to open you up. The heart is open and expanding, sending out that loving kindness. 3 more breaths. Oh, that front of the thighs, feeling it, hey? I know, right? And you know, both of you guys were the same on this, and it's interesting, right? How one side of the body will be so different than the other. And again, it's often those injuries and that's, you know, stuff that we're holding on to, right? No big deal, no judgment, it doesn't matter. It's just interesting, that's it. All right, so here we go. Look towards that left shoulder, take the right hand, slide it towards your heart, and then move your right hand all the way over towards the left side of the body to push the floor away and lift up. Now let's get back to the program with that pigeon. So that right leg goes back. Sorry about that, boo-boo. The right leg goes back and head on down. And again, if you want to use that bolster, use that pillow to let go, feel free to go there. Once again, your headlights, your hip bones are like headlights in a car going down into the basement, all the way down, vroom, vroom, right, Susan? So remember that this is a really nice video to do, if you have time, of course, after one of the intense workouts that we've been throwing at you in the last couple weeks. Especially the arms and the legs workouts. Those shorty, intense ones are pretty full on. So if you have the time to do a half an hour one and then add this on, you're really golden. You've kind of hit all the marks. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. Lift your body up sit back on your left hip and open up your right leg. There you go, awesome. Take your right hand towards your right big toe. Your left arm is gonna go up and over and all the way over on that left side body is just opening up. Huge breath in, pull yourself over with the right hand. Open up that left side body just a little bit more. Huge breath in, little further, little deeper. See if you can open up that left knee a little. Yeah, exactly, look at that, that's perfect, exactly. Okay, so here we're gonna fire it up. We're gonna do that big roundy circly thing that we did on the other side. Yeah, that's the actual name, roundy circly thing. Just kidding, don't spread that around. Okay, bring your nose down towards the floor. The left hand goes forward. The right hand follows. Push your left hand on the floor and the right hand lifts up. The hips lift up to the sky. Hold it here for just a moment. And bum down. Reach your right hand all the way forward. Further, 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 further. Left hand forward. And then open up. Maybe you look up to the inside of your arm. Maybe not. Come on down. All the way around. Drop your head. Reach and expand. And then lift those hips up into the air. Open it, open it, open it. And then let's bring it down. Let's go a little further than last time. Extend it, extend it, extend it. And then open up. We got two more just like this. Forward we go, drop that head, lift and lengthen, reach and expand. That's it, beautiful. And bring it down. I mean, I gotta say, you guys look pretty cool doing this move. I know yoga is not about what it looks like. However, sometimes it just gets you. And bring it down and around and through. And we're just gonna hold this here for 2 breaths, all the way in, little deeper. Remember, find that edge. Oh, we weren't talking about that in this class. I'll say it again. Sometimes we find when we do these stretches often, lifting up, take your left foot now and slide it towards your right inner thigh. Sweep the arms up into the air, swishy swish, and then forward fold all the way down to that right foot, drop your head. So when we do practice a lot, we do find, well, I find, again, teaching from experience, that with those stretches that we like, those stretches that we do often, those stretches that feel real good, are usually ones that we kind of sit into. We're not really finding that edge anymore. We're not really, I don't want to say pushing it, but we're really not finding that edge and working through that and getting to that next place. So how do I do that? It's with breath. Go to your edge, go to that deepest place, stay there and take a deep breath in without letting your body lift up. So what do you got to do? You got to fill that up. It's tight, it's uncomfortable, it's blah. And then exhale, you let go just a little bit more. For me, that's how I deepen my stretch. That's how I gain a lot more flexibility. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Cool. We're gonna go for our twist. That right foot's gonna cross over top of that left knee. Take your right hand behind you. The left arm reaches up to the sky. Twist your body towards the right side and plug that right tricep, that right arm on the outside of that, left arm on the outside of that right leg. Push down to lift up. Twist and look towards that right shoulder. And we can do any variation with the arms that you like. If you want to go through your bind, feel free to do so. If you want to straighten your arm, bend your elbow, whatever. Again, it's your yoga. This is you. It's all you. Twist just a little bit further. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and suck your belly in. Very nice, Amy. That was really good. Last breath. And then we'll move into that mermaid stretch, merman stretch. Look towards your left shoulder. Place your left hand on the floor. Lift up your right foot and place it on top of your left foot. Right foot on top of left foot. Take your right hand, place it on the right ankle, left hand up. Tip. Deep breath in. Exhale a little further. Inhale. Because the tendency is to go inhale, exhale further, right? But what we want to do is stay here and breathe, huge breath, and it kind of sucks. Like it's hard. It's hard to give the space for the breath. But then you exhale, you can pull yourself a little more. You've given yourself a little more room, right? Lifting up. Awesome. Coming forward once again into all fours. Move through that quick cat-cow. Whenever you're done with that quick cat-cow, push back into child's pose once again. We'll meet there. Good. Sink it down. In your child's pose, let's walk our hands over towards the right. Taking the left hand and place it on top of the right hand if you like, and move your bum a little bit over towards the left side. One more breath. And then let's move our hands over towards the left side now, placing the right hand on top of the left hand. Moving the hips slightly over towards the right. Pogo's here, I just heard him. And coming back into center. Drop those sit bones down and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. From here, we're gonna lift our bum away from our heels and curl our toes underneath us. Options for arms, reaching back and grabbing onto the elbows. Or palms together, thumb or pinky fingers down, or fingertips down, or palms together, fingertips up. Draw your shoulder blades together and then set the bum down on the heels with the toes curled under. Tuck the tailbone under just a little bit to protect the small of the back. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Just close the eyes. Deep breath in, roll your shoulders back just a little bit more. Ah, so good, well done. A lot of sensation. Shoulders, toes, oh my. Sorry, I know. Hard for Jenny to be mellow. Release it down, place your hands on the floor, and then tap the top of the feet onto the floor. Yeah. Woo, that feels good. Susan likes that part. Sitting back and rolling up. We're heading down onto our back. So sit back on one side, swing the legs forward, bend the knees, and start to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down. Once you get all the way down, take your arms back and your feet forward. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Keeping your heart towards the sky, start to move your upper body over towards the right, sliding along the floor. Step your right leg out to the right, and then your left leg is gonna go meet it. You might cross your left leg over top of your right. If you're anything like me, that's a little bit too much. I find myself gripping onto tension, which is what we don't want. Try switching legs. Yeah, you like that, right, too? Yeah. So for me and for Amy, that's gonna work better for our body because we can let go of tension a little bit easier. So just play with it. Remember, your yoga. Right, Susan? B? It's weird calling you Susan. All right, let's switch a root to the other side. So release the feet and then come back into center, grabbing that right wrist this time. Let's move that upper body over towards the left side and then step your left leg out, and then the right leg is gonna meet it. Right leg crossing over your left. But if you're like Amy and I, we like to do the left leg over top of the right. Again, your yoga. Coming back into center, draw those knees in towards the chest, bend the knees, pull the knees in, lift the head and the shoulders up off of the floor. Bring everything into the midline real tight. Take a deep breath in, inhale, and then exhale, settling in for your Shavasana. start to deepen that breath and bring your awareness back into the room, into the body. Starting to move the extremities, starting with the fingertips, the toes, the wrists, the ankles. Let it grow until we eventually end up with the arms back and the toes forward. And then moving on to one side in the fetal position. Using your top hand, press your body up. Coming to that comfortable seated position, take the hands towards your heart and your heart towards your thumbs, and bow the chin down towards the chest. And just thank yourself for that time that you've given yourself today, for that focus on you, for that energy that you've given yourself, and for that gift of your practice. Namaste. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Amy. Yay! Until next time.